Welcome to Flower and Garden 2025 here at Epcot. I'm excited to be here. This is the second day. Yesterday, it was very rainy, cloudy in the morning. It didn't rain. When I say very rainy, it wasn't crazy, but it rained in the beginning of the morning, and then there was a forecast for it around noon. And I was like, nah, I'd rather go when it's forecast to be sunny. And it's a sunny, beautiful day. I think the high today is gonna be like 68 degrees here in Central Florida. So I'd much rather be here on a beautiful sunny day. So I'm gonna take you around, show you some new food. We're gonna go over to CommuniCore Hall, see what they've done for that for the festival, and get some vibes and just take you around with me today. I hope you're having a good one wherever you're at. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and let's head into Epcot. As we go into the park, I just wanted to show you how busy it is. This is the line for Spaceship Earth. Pretty darn busy. There was a line coming into Epcot today of cars, so very, very busy. Welcome to CommuniCore Hall. This is the first Flower and Garden Festival that CommuniCore Hall has been open and available for them to use for this festival, because I think last year CommuniCore Hall opened I think in the summer after this festival was already complete. So this is the first time we're seeing it. As I said, what their idea of the CommuniCore Hall could be with Flower and Garden. It is nice. I think it's better than the Food and Wine Festival, what they had set up for that. I'm surprised that there's no merch, and I wonder if merch is coming here and they don't have it set up yet. But there's some displays, some information about horticulture and flower and garden. Very limited though. It's not like what we saw for Festival of the Arts, where it was a full basically exhibit, which is what I really want from CommuniCore Hall. I want there to be education. Even if they had set up an educational theater in here for events where you could come and sit and learn from someone coming through and teaching about flower and garden, horticulture topics. That's my opinion. That's what I think that CommuniCore Hall should be used for. I really think it should be used for education. They do have food booths set up here for Flower and Garden, so there's a food option in here. It's not quite open yet, but I do show you what it looks like through video. I really want Disney to use this for more education, though. I think it's beautifully done inside. They really transformed it. Even the ceiling has transformed for Flower and Garden. They have an overlay on the ceiling, so it looks great. I just want to see this being used for education. Like in the old days, all of the festivals had education pieces to them, and I think Disney really needs to bring that back even more. So I'm glad they haven't gotten rid of like the butterfly garden, some of the other education activations, but I want them to bring back more. Now I'm making my way into Butterfly Landing. This is the Butterfly Garden here for Flower and Garden Festival. It can get a little crowded in here, but I like the entrance feels more open, where you walk right into kind of an open area that helps. And I think the butterflies are just waking up, because I'm not seeing tons flying around, so they must still be kind of waking up here for the fest. Here is, maybe you want to call it a butterfly house. This is where the cocoons are hanging out, and all of these cocoons are going to transform into butterflies that will fill this butterfly pavilion. The entrance I came through is in front of me, and then behind me there is another entrance and exit point. During COVID, you would enter through where I came through, and you would go around in one direction and exit that way. Maybe that way is a little bit better, but it's not too busy right now, so it works. I do feel like there's more open paths this year. Maybe that's me, but that's what I feel, which I think is good.
What are we gonna do with it?
Something that I saw recently was they have a prehistoric garden, and I never knew that before. I saw it in the last week or two because someone came out here and was showing it on their video. So whoever that was, thanks for the heads up. I really do not remember. And I just Googled it to find out where it is. It is between Connections Eatery and Mission Space. So I am walking from the Connections kind of area or over towards Mission Space to see if I can find this garden with prehistoric plants, I'm guessing. So let's see if we can find it. I found it. So Space 220, Space 220 is there, but Mission Space is there. And then, so don't go all the way to Mission Space, kind of cut over to the left. And this is where the prehistoric plants are, which I think is really cool. I had no idea about this. And they have little dinosaurs that they've hidden kind of throughout, little plastic dinosaurs. If I can get a shot in here, this is really cute. I had no idea. I'm sure that the reason why I didn't know that this was here is because I'm really hardly on this side of the park. Generally, you're gonna find me in World Showcase. That's my favorite part of Epcot. But if you didn't know, now you know about the Prehistoric Garden. And I will have to say that the gardens around, even just the regular gardens, the plants that they planted here when they opened Guardians, right before they opened Guardians, when they did Connections Eatery, like everything is really starting to grow and come into its own, and it's looking really beautiful over on this side of the park. And I'm sure it will be even more beautiful when Test Track opens later this year, this summer in fact. So now let's go and start eating some food. It's almost 11 o'clock. That's when the food booths open. This is the trio of dips and chips. It's caramelized onion dip, whipped feta dip, and a pimento cheese with house-made potato chips and caviar. Oh yes, I see the caviar is sitting on top of the, I believe it's the caramelized onion dip. I'm gonna go from my right to my left. This is the, I believe, the crab dip, and I made the mistake of not getting silverware and napkins. You know, I gotta learn to be solo more because I'm solo today. And this is the whipped feta, actually. That is a nice whipped feta. It's not completely whipped because there is a little bit of chunk still. It's not whipped all the way to be completely smooth, but it has great flavor. I love feta, so the next dip is the caramelized onion dip. That's like perfect. If you don't like onions, I don't love onions. I don't like raw onions. I prefer my onions to be cooked. And even then, I like them light. But this is like a little sweetness to it. A second home run here. I really like that. And now I have high expectations. Sorry, this table is wiggling. I have high expectations for this pimento because the first two were really good and I love pimento, so I want this pimento to be really good. Also, I didn't get the price. I didn't get the price in my head. I'm sure I captured it on screen already, but I can't speak the price out because I don't know. It's a little windy. Gotta hold on to the bag of chips here. Very good as well. Really great flavor on the pimento. I would say I would like it to have a little bit more of a kick of like sharpness from the cheese, but that's very like nitpicky. All three of these are really good. Where's my receipt? I want to know now how much. This is $6.50. This is a great value, 100%. This is it's really good. So yes to this one. I already took a bite for the phone. The phone ate first. So sorry, you guys, you're eating second. But I'm going to read off the description here of what this is. This is a s'mores bar. It is a fudge brownie, dark chocolate, toasted meringue, and smoked graham cracker that I'm guessing, yeah, it's sprinkled on top there. First bite, really good on this one. I'm going to keep going and try another bite. I feel like there's some mousse in here at the bottom. Let me reread this. Yeah, I don't know what the mousse is on the bottom. If that's not graham cracker, but there's something to complement the chocolate. I don't know. It's not written on here. This is a win. And once again, I didn't get the price, so let's see if I can fish it out. I think this is the receipt from the dips. That's the receipt from the dips. And I have lost the receipt to this. I'm sorry, friends. But you know, I've already probably put it on the screen, but I just wanted to let you know if it's a good value. I'm thinking this is a good value. You could really split it with two people. The only thing is you lose the meringue top because it's only on the top portion of the brownie. But yeah, I would recommend this, and I'd probably get it again. I'm thinking about that s'mores bar a little bit more as we walk to our next location. And you know what it reminds me of? Like a ho-ho, like an elevated ho-ho, like the brownie ho-ho things. Am I calling it right? That's what it kind of reminds me of. The flavor is really nice, and I kind of want more, so I think I would definitely get that again. We are in front of the Twinings Tea Company now. You'll see the sign here, and it is marketing their English Tea Garden Tour. This is a complimentary tour that you can take. You do need to come in here and sign up for it. I recommend, if this is a priority for you, that you're coming inside the tea shop here at the UK Pavilion and getting signed up for either the 1 o'clock or the 3:30 p.m. tour time. And it's about a 20-minute tour, and at the end of the tour, generally they give you a complimentary sample of individually bagged tea from Twinings. I also forgot to mention that this is the 30th year of Flower and Garden. So this is the Jamaican Jerk Chicken with pigeon pea rice, roasted sweet plantains, and cinnamon butter. And this is at La Isla Fresca, and it's between France and Morocco. Let's talk a little bit about the chicken. I thought it had a pretty good flavor. There was a kick of spice right at the beginning on the first bite, and I thought the spice was nice. The rice was fine. The plantains were a little firm. I wish they were a little softer. Overall, I think it's a good value for $6.25. Very good value, actually, because you have like a little entree right there. At Magnolia Terrace in the American Adventure Pavilion, I got the grilled Gulf Oysters. This is new this year. It's featuring a Cajun andouille sausage, butter, and lemon. I really liked the addition of that andouille sausage on top of the oyster. And it was a mid oyster to me. It wasn't served chilled and it wasn't served warm. It was okay, and I'm a fan of oysters. I think I prefer my oysters cold, and the price on those oysters are $8. So that's gonna wrap up my food. I think for me today, the top two were those first two, the trio of dips and then the s'mores. Those two were just very solid for me. I think the winner of the whole day, because I'm more of a savory person, would be the trio of dips. Definitely grab those. And that line actually was shorter today than the Beach Grub booth. So definitely stop by the Yacht Grub and grab that trio of dips. And look, we have Goofy coming. If you don't know, this alleyway here next to the American Adventure, there's always something fun happening with characters over here, and Goofy is walking right towards us. What's up, Goofy? How's it going? Are you ready to check out Flower and Garden? All right, ready to fill the stomach? Yes, definitely. Have a great day.
Hi, friends.
Yes, so if you don't know, this is a really good spot to kind of, if you're walking by here, definitely check it out. And he's grabbing some guests and gonna form a queue with guests. That wraps up my first day here at the 30th Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. This is a great festival. I don't know, it's hard to rank them. My first is Festival of the Arts. I think that's a great fest. This would be like number 2. Festival of the Holidays, I love it. I just feel like I don't come out enough for it because the holidays always seem to be a busy time, but that's a great festival too. Nowadays, Food and Wine is kind of the bottom of the list for people's rank of festivals, and I feel like that's the one that really started it all. But Flower and Garden is a great festival. It's beautiful. They have so many beautiful flowers, and it gets beautiful, more beautiful throughout the season as the festival progresses. Like with the butterflies, you saw that those butterflies are still coming out of those cocoons, and so the butterfly garden is not filled with butterflies yet. Everything is like that. It just gets more beautiful throughout the season. It also gets a lot warmer throughout the season. So if you can come here early in the flower and garden season, that's gonna be your best bet, because hopefully you're gonna have a nice mild weather day like today where the high is really only 68. I can wear my Spirit jersey and just be more comfortable in the park. I'm glad I waited till today and didn't come yesterday with the rain and the gloominess. So it was kind of nice to have not as long lines, even though there were some moments there, especially at the front of the park, where it did feel busy. But now as the day has progressed, it's a moderate crowd here at Epcot, and just a beautiful day. So thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions or you want me to try something that's your favorite at Flower Garden, put it down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe. Join our Patreon as well. Come join that community. Thank you to our Patreon members. We appreciate you. And we will see you again next time right here.